Air Moldova is the national airline of Moldova headquartered in Chișinău. It mainly operates scheduled and charter services to destinations within Europe from its base at Chișinău International Airport. History. The roots of Moldovan civil aviation. The origin of Air Moldova can be traced to the 19th of September 1944, when the first unit of PO2 transport aircraft arrived in Chișinău and the Moldovan Independence Squadron was established. Aside from 15 aircraft PO2 biplanes operating domestic flights and serving in the agricultural role, there were also 2 Li-2 aircraft used on flights to Moscow, some Ukrainian cities and Black Sea and Caucasus summer resorts. In the 1960s, considerable steps in the development of the local airline industry were made. A new airport in Chișinău able to accommodate gas turbine aircraft opened early in the decade. The enterprise received status of Civil Aviation Administration in 1965 and new in 10 and 12 and 24 aircraft expanded its fleet. Regular flights to many cities in the USSR were begun and the transportation of fruits and vegetables grown in Moldova to the largest industrial centers of the USSR was established. The beginning of the 1970s was marked by the appearance of jet aircraft on Moldova's main routes. The first Tu-134 began service in Moldova in 1971 and became the main aircraft of the enterprise, increasing in number until at one point 26 of them were in use. In Chișinău there was even an all-union test basis for aircraft of this type. The fleet was further enlarged in 1972 with the Yak-42 regional aircraft and in 1974 with the In-26 cargo aircraft. The route map kept expanding and the flow of traffic kept growing throughout the decade. In the middle of the 1980s, Moldovan operations received 10 Tu-154 aircraft, furthering the development of Moldovan aviation. At the time, Moldovan aircraft flew to 73 cities in the USSR and carried over 1 million passengers per year. In 1990, the first international route between Chișinău and Frankfurt was opened. Creation of Air Moldova. The airline was created in 1993 on the basis of the local Aeroflot unit. Since its very start, the company's efforts were targeted at integration to the international market and compliance with the modern standards and requirements to high-end airlines. Air Moldova joined the Management Team Improvement Program in 1999. On 13 July 2004, Air Moldova became an IATA member. Air Moldova has also passed the Operations Safety Audit and received the IOSA Operator Certificate. In May 2006, Air Moldova implemented e-ticketing on all its flights. The Air Moldova Air Operator's Certificate permitted the transport of passengers, goods and mail as of July 2007. In February 2015, Air Moldova ceased 3 routes to Bucharest, Kiev and Sochi as the contract with Tandem Aero, which operated them on behalf of Air Moldova, was discontinued. Destinations. Air Moldova operates flights to several European metropolitan destinations from its base at Chișinău International Airport as well as additional, seasonal and charter flights to Bulgaria, Egypt, Greece, and Turkey. Codeshare agreements. Air Moldova has codeshare agreements with the following airlines: S7 Airlines, UTAir Aviation, Ukraine International Airlines, Meridiana. Fleet. Current fleet. The Air Moldova fleet consists of the following aircraft as of the 22nd of May 2016. Fleet development. In 2001, Air Moldova leased Embraer 120 and 145 aircraft. The 2 Yakovlev Yak-42s went back to Russia in late 2003 and 2004. The last Tupolev Tu-154B was destroyed on July 5, 2006. In November 2006, 93.1 million Moldovan lei were transferred from the 2006 state budget to Air Moldova, with another 9 million lei taken from a bank. One of the 6 Airbus A320 has been bought. The political opposition at the time had doubts about the transparency of this deal. In June 2007, Air Moldova gave back an Airbus A320 to the lessor after 38 months of service. AMD-82 from Skywings was leased for 5 months from the 15th of May until October 2007. The Tupolev Tu-134 operated the Moscow and Istanbul flights more often when the second Airbus left the fleet. In the past, Air Moldova chartered a Cirrus Airlines Boeing 737-500, the Moldavian Airlines Fokker 100, a Bulgarian Air Via A320, Jetran Air MD-81-82s and a Corsair Air M82 as a replacement. The Yak-40 replaced the Embraer EMB-120 when that aircraft was in maintenance. The first Embraer EMB-120 Brasilia was part of the fleet from the 12th of October 2001 until the 28th of September 2006 when it was transferred to Tandem Aero. The second Embraer 120RT flew between the 23rd of April 2004 and the 26th of March 2005 for Air Moldova. The second Embraer EMB-120 Brasilia was bought in 2006. In February 2015, Air Moldova phased out the remaining single Embraer EMB-120 which was operated on lease by Tandem Aero. Embraer signed a firm order with Air Moldova for 2 1-class Embraer 190 regional jets. The contract included purchase rights for another aircraft. Delivery was on the 10th of May 2010. The airline has several airworthy Yakovlev, Tupolev and Antonov aircraft stored at Chișinău Airport, but these were used mainly for charter flights. In detail, there are about 3 Tupolev Tu-134s, 4 Yakovlev Yak-40s, 1 Yakovlev Yak-42, 6 Antonov and 24 RVs and 1 Antonov and 26 used for cargo transportation. Statistics. In 2012, Air Moldova transported 506,000 passengers. In 2013, Air Moldova transported 527,000 passengers.